Hey guys, so if there's any of you watching this who really didn't want me to make this video, I completely understand, but I wanted to address some things and it's only fair that you guys should know about it because I think it's very important for everyone if I just be transparent about the things that are on my mind and what the consequences may be for some cases. Now, I've talked a lot about my disdain for Keir Starmer's actions, just stating my opinions, how much of a massive cuck he is, and he is, and just overall how not nice of a person he is by defending pedophilia as a concept and because of that, I generally have no faith in the Online Safety Act. And there are some versions of that same act that are being in place in other countries, and I'm fully aware of that, but banning VPNs is also kind of bad because VPNs also help to protect kids. And also, the fact that you're you know, denying people using VPNs is kind of stupid, especially considering you know how Keir Starmer is. And also, I generally will state this: it should be a parent's job to protect their kids from whatever they see on the internet by supervising them or just not letting them go on the internet at all. I'm just gonna be honest about it. I remember when I was in primary school, or just growing up in general, I was an absolute terror for any school I went to. And when I was in primary school, I was allowed to go on the internet whenever I pleased. As long as I did my schoolwork, I went on the internet completely unsupervised. And thus, I watched a series called Dick Figures. It's what you probably might have expected. It's a raunchy animated series with stick figures. The teachers did not like that and they started panicking. And they had to go with my mother just because I told them that my dad let me also go on the internet. But usually I had an older sibling to supervise me because I can recall many a times when he was too busy playing Counter-Strike. Not saying that my dad was a terrible father, because he isn't. He's wonderful. But yeah, I should have definitely not watched that as a kid. But I was a kid. I was gonna find stuff that I wasn't allowed to do or watch eventually. Which is why I think my mom had the right idea to have me supervised, much to my chagrin. And as I got older, I also found sites and content that wasn't very family friendly or not safe for school, if you know what I mean. And of course, because of that, I wanted to make sure that everything was safe for everyone, even if that means I would be the one finding it. Now, did I have best intentions? Probably. But again, I was being a nightmare for the school because of it. It also didn't help when I was a kid. I had a hyperfixation of exploring the dark web. Really didn't help anything. But my point still remains. I think supervision for kids on the internet is the only way to go around this. And unfortunately, if you can't keep your kids supervised on the internet, then that's kind of a you problem, I guess. Because I'm just gonna be honest here. There's a reason why iPad kids are called iPad kids. And if you're a parent of one of those iPad kids, then I'm just gonna say this. There's a reason why you're the parent and not the tablet or any other electronics they have that connect to the internet. Honestly, what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is laws shouldn't be in place to keep your kids safe online when literally the commitment to keeping a kid safe should belong to the parent. It doesn't matter if you've got a job, it doesn't matter about inflation. Telling you to get a job, it's. If anything, regardless of gender, one of you has to bring home the money, bring home the bacon, if you will, and provide for both you and the kid. Overall, I can recall enjoying playing games on the OG Nintendo DS and just playing on my mom's Game Boy just for the sake of Tetris when really if you're concerned about keeping kids entertained and not being a bother and you think screen time's best for them, then there's always consoles out there that can do that. I mean, yes, you will need to fork over a good amount of money for those set consoles, but if you're unsure, then there's always going to the park or just taking them to the cinema or having a movie night indoors, or better yet, supervising your kids on the internet, if not letting them on the internet at all at their current age. I know I've been harping a lot on the idea of supervision, but the only reason I am is because I'm grateful to my mother for doing that for me. And with everything that's happened a couple days ago, that due to the whole situation being an impact on my mental health, more specifically, a negative impact, I just kind of did my own thing and tried to relax for a bit. Honestly, I don't really mind either way, but I think for now I'm just going to be focusing on stuff that makes me happy, and hopefully all of you guys too. And before I end this video off, I want to give a shout out to all my subscribers, all 12 of you. Sorry if I forget any names in this video, and a very big shout out to the two main subscribers, the Red Pony and Timeboat Adventure. If you guys want to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and that's completely fine. Also, let me know what you think about anything in the comment section below. Trust me, I don't know why YouTube wants to force an algorithm to make people say that, especially with video topics like this one, which focus on personal matters. I don't know. Apparently, YouTube likes to see people as number on the spreadsheet. More specifically, YouTube AI. There's no human element anymore. I swear. Outside of content creators. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.